Good evening. Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here's the news today. At the online meeting of the Steering Committee for COVID-19 Prevention and Control in Đồng Nai Provincial yesterday, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh, directed that fighting the epidemic is the most important, but also must promote production in the same area. At the meeting, the Provincial Management Board of Industrial Parks representatives proposed to schedule the return of workers to the locality. Many workers have been in the factory for more than 2 months and want to return home. However, the processing of local procedure is still low and inconsistent. Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, Cao Tiến Dũng, emphasized that locality must coordinate and create conditions for workers in all possible circumstances. Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Lĩnh, said it is necessary to find out the cause of the spread of newly discovered cases in the community and businesses. Besides the source of infection from the hospital and the transportation of goods, there are other causes to take measures to prevent. He also asked the Provincial People Committee to continue to consider maximum support for businesses so that businesses can develop recovery plans. The People Committee of Biên Hòa City conducted an online meeting with the People Committee of Work and Commute to monitor and continue COVID-19 vaccination. By the end of September 19, Biên Hòa Health Department said that it had completed 7 injections for over 533,000 people, reaching 100% of the plan. Phase A achieved 92.7% of the plan. Today, the city has injected more than 880,000 injections. Biên Hòa City has a total 125 injection teams, of which the City Health Center has 12 teams, 30 injection teams from Work and Commute health stations, and 83 injection teams mobilized from the force. The city has stepped up the propaganda and guided people by installing an electronic health handbook and registering for vaccination. A representative of Vietnam Airlines said that they have completed on document and preparation for the U.S. Transportation Security Administration to consider and approve moving forward to the final step of granting a regular direct flight license to the U.S. Based on TSA approval, the U.S. FAA will license Vietnam Airlines to operate regular direct flights between the Vietnam and the U.S. Up to this point, Vietnam had no airline license by TSA and FAA to open regular direct flights to the U.S. Some airlines have been licensed to operate special international charter flights between the two countries. In particular, Vietnam Airlines is the first airline to be licensed to fly this flight in April 2020 and June 2021. Each time it allowed to operate up to 12 flights within a year. The implementation of charter flights is one of the stepping stones for Vietnam Airlines to test, evaluate, and prepare for a regular operation plan to the U.S. Yesterday, the Office of the President of France said that President Emmanuel Macron will send the French ambassador back to the U.S. after the U.S. President Joe Biden agreed that consulting France before announcing a security deal with Australia could have prevented a diplomatic spat. In a statement, the French Presidential Office said that Mr. Macron and counterpart Biden agreed to reduce tensions and launch in-depth consultations to rebuild trust during a phone call yesterday. The announcement added that the two leaders will meet in Europe at the end of October. In addition, the United States also pledged to increase support for the fight against terrorism that European countries are waging in the Sahel region of Africa. Last week, after Washington signed a nuclear submarine deal with Australia, France recalled its ambassador to the U.S. and Australia, prompting Canberra to cancel a contract to buy French-designed submarines worth $40 billion USD. Yesterday, the Institute of Volcanology of the Canary Islands of Spain forecast that this eruption of the Cumbra Vesa volcano on the island of La Palma will last between 24 to 84 days. About 6,000 people out of a total population of about 80,000 on La Palma Island had to be evacuated when lava flowed from the southwestern slope of Cumbra Vesa volcano blew into the seas at an estimated speed of about 200 meters per hour. Image taken by the EU Copernicus Earth Observation Satellite showed that the lava had ravaged an area of 154 hectares and destroyed 320 buildings. Total were located on the path of volcanic lava flowing into the sea. About 200 houses have been destroyed and another 500 are threatened. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.